COSM, that zone that we've been talking about several times, is approaching, and right there have been there has been huge explosions from it. So let's just go ahead and see what's going down with COSM. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a COSM technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this Hump Day Wednesday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, so yes, you guys, please remember what I was talking about the last time, right? So go ahead and just take a quick look right over here as we have experienced massive explosions from this support zone that we're currently at, right? So, I apologize for not releasing the video yesterday. I was too busy ranting and going crazy on ridiculous people over there, not learning anything, right? So what I actually did speak to someone in particular, and this was, towards the end of the night, they were asking me what targets am I actually seeing, right? So the target that I was actually eyeballing, that I said out loud, was 301, right? So it just so happens that today we touched 301 and rejected from it, right? But, I don't think that's the floor just yet, you guys. But what I do have to put just this immediate importance to is this zone here, okay? Because this is, historically now, right, since, let's see, since November 2022, this has been a pretty explosive area, right, of which COSM has faced some serious upside moves from. So I would say to kind of linger around here, right? Because it looks like the bear strength is kind of minimizing just little by little. There is a chance that we can consolidate within this area here for the next days, and followed by a potential upside. So what I'm trying to say is that there could be a reaccumulation here of some sort, and it could be fundamentally what I mean is actually company specific type of event, right? Something could be in line, but I'm not just sure, guys. I say that all the time, right, for other assets, but the price action is indicative of that, right? So let me just pull up a tool over here that I want to show you another tool, right? I expressed this in GTII, but it's all good. So what I want you to notice here is actually this tool. This is called a DMI, right? So we have a bear trend and we have a bull trend, right? So anytime that the bulls, of course, go under the moving average of the bears, of course, then the bears would be in favor. But when you take into consideration the ADX indicator, which is this dotted white line, this actually represents the strength of the trend itself. So anytime that this ADX is above the 25 percentile, then it's actually a strong trend. Anything below that, it means there's no trend to the market, right? Or zero trend to the market, right? So right now you can see declining trend and declining strength while the bears are actually lifting up, right? So this is kind of indicative of it being a very short-lived bear rally, right? So the bear rally could be facing an end very soon, since that trend is actually literally minimizing. It's now within the 10 percentile at 8% to be exact. It's not, to put it very clear or very blunt, it's not impressive from the bears, right? So this is it's actually showing it's a pretty it's a transition period. It's just a reaccumulation before a potential explosion here or something, right, you guys? So another thing is that we're also starting to increase volatility here while being at a critical oversold on the stochastics oscillator, which usually that when the stochastics oscillator gets down to these very low zones, you can see a huge upside move, right? Based on critical volatility. So you can see that now the volatility component of the BBWP is starting to cross the moving average. So starting an expansion phase from contraction is indicative of a buildup of volatility in something coming soon, right? So it's very possible that over the next few days, this can actually make its trek back up into critical volatility and potentially face a very serious upside here from COSM. Okay, so I guess if we're noticing this right now, then we could essentially be catching this early. Right, just like I said the last time, right? I said it the last time, and I did say that it was very high potential that we can see this explode, right? And then boom, we got that 160% move to the upside right from that area that we're near right now, right? So very curious times here, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take a notice here that the bears in this case, you can see that they were going up, but now they're starting to come down, right? That bear trend is starting to come down while I want you to notice this, while the strength of the trend is increasing. Okay, so if they're losing their strength and we're having a strong trend to the market on the 5-day iteration, that's indicative of a potential upside coming in soonish, right? So it's not tomorrow. It's in fact, I do see a continuation to the downside, just like I spoke of tomorrow, right? So, but I'm just pointing it out. I'm just putting it out there, right? So now here's another setup happening on the 8-hour time frame. Okay, so this backtest here was performed throughout the entire trading history of the COSM asset in the 8-hour time frame. These are all of the samples gathered for the statistical backtest, right? So this is our data set here. So what the data set is actually telling us is that out of 9 total iterations, 6 have been guessed correctly to the upside, giving us a 66.66% upside accuracy with a 206% move to the upside, right? So, and this is coming from a critical contractive levels. Okay, so what I mean by that is whenever volatility has declined beyond the 15th percentile, in fact, beyond the 10th percentile too, and started an increase in volatility, this has led to a move that's been, on average, 206% to the upside, just about 207%. Okay, what's curious is we definitely need, okay, here's the condition, okay? We definitely need a few things in this criteria, okay? I give it to you guys very simple usually, but I'm going to be a little more direct and a little more and a little more sincere about this, okay? So what we do need, of course, is more volume, right? But beyond the volume, it's this, okay? So we are in the stochastic momentum oscillator, better said, right? It's already at pretty historic lows, right? So it's within the 10 percentile, the 6% right now. Oh, this is massively oversold already. Okay, so usually, you know, like whenever we just, again, right, whenever we're at these critical lows and we start a reversal here, you can actually see that we've, you know, made an upside, right? So, you know, unfortunately, this iteration here was only an upside move based on expansion from not a level that we're currently on. So this is indicative of a higher probability and stronger move to the upside, that of which was phased here, which is very curious. And this is specific to the 8-hour time frame. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that we need a couple factors. Okay, we definitely need the DMI to be approaching that 25% in volatility, and we absolutely need the green, the bulls actually crossing above the red bears, right? So we would actually need that to happen alongside upside pivots on the stochastics oscillator and also upside pivots beyond the 15th percentile of volatility. Okay, that in that criteria, in that condition, is where we can safely apply the averages here. So what I'm telling you here is that, again, we're catching it early. So whatever is happening right now within the asset could just be a reaccumulation period before a serious explosive move. Okay, so as you can see, the volume is just, it's very small. We're declining in volume. We're declining in the trend. So this is declining trend, right? So it actually came back down from not a bad area. It's 21%, right? And that was actually favoring the bulls. But then the trend is starting to show that the market has no actual strong trend, and the bears are the ones leading the way. So that tells you that the bears are not in a strong trend. So it is temporary yet again. Okay, so the last part of the analysis is the RSI. Okay, immediate short-term time frame suggesting downside as well, but if you notice here, all of the time frames have a kink, right? Just like this, and those kinks are usually telling us that there is a little bit of loss in bear strength. So it could also be indicative of a floor being close. okay, or near, right? So again, I mean, looking at the fact that the 5-day RSI is pretty much just consolidating, it's kind of telling me that, yeah, we're potentially at or near a floor again. All right, you guys. So this is I don't want to say it just like that, right? But this is probably an area to reaccumulate for a future move, right? So I'm not sure what's happening fundamentally with the company, and frankly, I don't care. But I think the charts are speaking something here, and speaking something pretty powerful, and could be soon. Right, so let's just keep an eye on this asset and see what could be happening, guys. Please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets, okay? Please do your own due diligence. Everything will be cool. But guys, also, please remember that I still have a few seats left on the ArcMasters trading course, so go ahead and refer to the link in the description below. You'll find the email for the ArcMasters trading course Gmail, right? So go ahead and send me an email, get enrolled. We'll go over the packages on that, and everything will be good there too. Alrighty, guys. So with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.